everyone, and welcome back to the Olympic Ultras podcast. I'm Nate.
I'm Michael.
And this is episode 8, and specifically the men's podcast, as the women's podcast went up yesterday.
It did.
If you haven't seen that, go check that out.
Good viewing.
Good viewing. Today, we'll be talking about the most recent games for the men's, the Penn Power result in the NPL and the Brisbane City result from Wednesday night in the Cap Pro Series. Yep. Before we turn our eye to the Gold Coast United match this weekend. Back at Goodwin Park, which is absolutely fantastic.
I like being back at home.
Yeah, me too. But before we continue, make sure that you're subscribing, you're following, you're commenting, you're liking on our Instagram, our YouTube, and our Spotify. So that's the Olympic FC_Ultras, as well as the Olympic Ultras podcast on Spotify. Come join us, come hang out, come send us some messages, give us some questions that we can unpack in the podcast. So
come say hello, annoy us.
Exactly.
In a good way.
Yeah, respectfully.
Yeah.
All right, let's kick off. All right, so in the first half, which is going to be a long first half, because we've got 2 games to break down. So it may be long, it may be short. The first one we've got to talk about.
It may be very short.
First one we've got to talk about is the 1-1 draw with Penn Power. So Kenshin Takegishi scoring in the 39th minute. Us trying to control the game. Penn Power inevitably started overloading their attack and finally scoring the equalizer dead on the 90.
Yep.
With, it has to be said, a beautiful,
it was a beautiful
header.
A beautiful goal. But a header they should not have had.
No.
Because we should have nullified that left-hand run well before then.
We should have caught the runner. We probably should have scored 2 more goals.
We missed so many chances.
We missed
in
a
the first
lot
half.
of chances.
It was ridiculous.
And I mean, even a couple in the second, we had a couple of breakaways. Yep. There was a Ty Cobb one, there was a Kenshin one, there was a Kai Flemington one. That all of those could have made 2 or 3-0.
All the boys bought the wrong boots.
Yeah.
Their shooting boots are home in the cupboard.
Yeah, so frustrating. Frustrating result.
Yes.
Especially on the day. I think in hindsight, a good one.
When you look back at the previous game, I thought it was a bloody good match.
Yeah.
Because we controlled probably 80% of that game, and we were in command.
And even our head-to-head against Penn Power, I think it's been maybe 2 years, 3 years since we actually beat them.
Yeah.
I think in the last 4 or 5 appearances, we've lost every single time. And then there was one time in the Cap Pro Series. I think the Cap Pro Series last year, don't get me wrong, I think we were already out. But we got smacked like 5-1 because we played a bunch of 23s.
Yeah. And why would you?
Why would you risk seniors if you're already out? But, so Penn Power has been a bit of a thorn in our side for a long time, especially AJ Kelly Park.
Yeah.
So to come away with
hoodoo ground, isn't it?
Yeah, so to come away with that with a 1-1 draw at the end of the day, I'm not too disappointed with.
No, I understand the players were disappointed. I understand the coaching staff disappointed, considering how much control we had of that game.
Yeah, and then losing it in the 90th.
Losing it in the 90th, it's a rips your gut out feeling. That
it does. It does.
But again, going back to our previous performance, I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, it was.
There was a lot of good play there, a lot of good control. We controlled the ball well. We passed well. It was fantastic to watch.
It was. And we nullified some of their most influential players. Like Daniel Leck came off.
I think he had a quiet game. He had a little bit of control in the midfield there, but not a lot.
Yeah, so it really goes to show that we were giving Penn Power probably a really good run, and they were probably lucky to get away.
They were very lucky
with 1 point there. Yeah.
They'd have been blessed at that point.
Oh, 100%. And credit to where credit's due. Daniel Leck did acknowledge us at the end of the match. It was absolutely lovely.
Yeah, so if you
the recognition
back, Daniel, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It's nice appreciation.
And and I'm sure we'll see him again at the return fixture.
No doubt.
So, a lot of positives, a lot of negatives that came out of this match. I think one of the big ones is, and this is probably going to be a recurring theme in this particular podcast, maybe across the year, is just our inability to take our chances and
to finish.
That composure to actually finish up that shot. And one of our strengths of the squad, one of our weaknesses of the squad is that they're young. They're a bunch of young
They are a bunch of young guys, and that's a benefit to us next season.
Yeah.
When they get all this under their belt.
Yeah.
But they are still learning, and I mean, as you said, they're young kids. They've got a great coach, so he demands a lot, and so we should.
Yeah.
But they'll get there. But I mean, we look at the pre-season. It was raining goals.
Yeah, we were doing it for fun.
It was, yeah. And now we start the season, it's like we've forgotten
And it's
how.
a struggle, yeah.
It's really bizarre.
What's changed?
What's changed? It's the same players.
Yeah.
Getting the same opportunities.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I did notice, and originally I thought this was a nod to the Wednesday night game, but the Wednesday night game proved that it wasn't. The game against Penn Power, we were without a number of players who I would consider first teamers.
Yeah.
So there was no Saz, there was no McMorrow, there was no Larkham.
That's right.
Either. All three, and I'm sure there's more that I'm missing, but all three of those I would definitely consider first team players.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought that was maybe a nod to the Kappa Pro Series game, that we'd give them a run out there, but they didn't appear there either.
No.
So it is interesting. I don't know if there's niggling injuries. I don't know if there's what have you. They could be having outside commitments.
That's right. I mean, that's the Green Gaffer and the staff.
Oh, 100%. You know, we don't.
We can sit here all night and try and think about what reason.
Oh, yeah, we could come up with every excuse or under the sun, but what do we know?
Yeah.
So,
but in saying that too, you know, when you have a squad of players, it doesn't matter who you're missing. You expect those players to come in and fulfil that.
Exactly right.
And I think on that Saturday game they did.
Yeah. Oh, they did.
You know, I think they played really good football.
The Penn Power game, 100%. As we said, 95% of that match, it was us. It was all us.
Yep.
Like I said, we didn't necessarily start parking the bus. We did start playing a little bit more defensively, and I think that was just because Penn Power started overloading their attack.
You could see that. And that's a good change-up. Because if you
that's a fantastic change-up for them.
Time to defend.
Yeah.
And that was a brilliant...
Yeah. So, there's no point playing the exact same way we're going to play when they suddenly switch to having 5 attackers.
They'll punish you.
Yeah. So
no, I think it was a good move.
Yeah. It's just unlucky that it happened, and that goal almost happened in slow motion.
Yeah.
To the point where our entire defense also stopped and watched it. So.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a classic goal. It'd be up there for goal of the season.
Oh, definitely.
It's just really tough.
And I know if that was my team and that was my player, I'd be still watching that highlight.
Oh, I'd be chuffed.
It was a gorgeous goal.
Yeah.
But I am going to ask you to cast your mind back a little bit. Who do you think was your man of the match for this particular one?
Oh, hard to really... Well, if anyone that impressed me, it would have been Sam.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't have Sam, but I have a very, very similar person for a very, I'm assuming, similar reason.
Yeah, Sam. I thought Sam played defensively well.
Yep.
Again, strong. Again, distributed well. I thought he was a good player. Yeah, I thought I'd pick him for my man of the match.
I actually had Rory Scott.
Oh, there we go.
I actually had Rory, and I've actually got in my list because with Sam Keegan in the back line, we looked really solid.
Yeah, we did look solid. They played really well, those boys.
Together, yeah, they really, really held that out. And, what can you say against a strong team, against a team who's meant to be pushing that top 4?
Yeah, they're no slouches.
They're no slouches. So.
Yes, whilst I walked away so frustrated and so disappointed because we had that.
Yeah.
But in football, you never have that.
No. You got to wait until that full-time whistle.
Sport. I hate it. But it's just...
I love it. I hate it.
It's a love-hate relationship, bloody football. Yeah. But I was really proud of the boys, the way they stood up and stepped up, considering their performance 7 days prior to that.
Yeah, exactly right. And
really proud of them.
And that's starting to be a theme. Yeah. One good game on, one good game off.
Yeah.
One step forward, one step back. Because we followed that up with a 4-1 defeat to Brisbane City in the Kappa Pro Series semi-final.
Yeah. And in the second half.
Unfortunately, we do have to go through this. Brisbane City scored in the 4th minute through Kai Bolton, 20th minute through Joel Anich, in the 21st minute through Kai Tapaldo, and then an own goal in the 58th minute really just nails in the coffin.
It just killed it, yeah.
Jack Parrott did manage to come away with a goal in the 71st.
But that was great for him. It was a good goal, well taken.
Absolutely fantastic. I think that's might be one of his first senior games since rejoining us.
I think so.
Which is fantastic. It's good to see him getting on the scoreboard so early. But that game was lost in the 22nd minute.
Yeah. You hear a lot of commentators in the UK go, oh, it was a game of two halves. And it was.
It kind of was.
I mean, the first half, we were just lost.
Yeah.
We didn't know what to do. Brisbane City dominated every facet of play. In the second half, we took it to them.
We did. We had a lot of good chances. I'd love to see the actual proper stats of it, but they're not available just yet.
They didn't score.
No, theoretically, yeah.
Theoretically, they did not score in that second half. So it just shows how much we stepped up and gone, okay, the game's probably beyond reach.
Mm.
But let's go out doing something really good. And I thought they did.
I think, again, we say the game was lost in the 25th minute, or by the 25th minute. And you said the game of two halves. If it was any other goalkeeper between those sticks, I think there was actually a chance for us to equalize.
We would have put 2 or 3 away. Yeah.
And to make that comeback, because you're right. We did have a really decent second half. We had a lot of decent chances. Yep. It wasn't.
He pulled off some great saves. He pulled off some
fantastic saves. It wasn't all at his chest or anything like that. Like, there were a lot of good chances. Yep. And he's just an incredible goalkeeper.
He is a great keeper. You can't deny that. If you were to go pick a keeper in an NPL top 11, he'd be penciled in.
Yeah, 100%.
No disrespect to any other keeper, but he's good.
Pretty close to being the best keeper of the NPL, to be honest.
But it certainly was two different halves of football. Yeah. And I thought the boys come out and redeemed themselves, playing some good football. They challenged hard. They challenged well. Mm-hmm. They started to get their mojo back. They got their game together. Just got away with us in that after that first 20 odd minutes.
Yeah, and I think and I'm not going to labour on the own goal too much. I played defense. Our own goals suck. They happen.
They do suck.
And sometimes it is a brain snap. Sometimes it is just it flex off you. Whatever. They suck. At the same, you just want to be swallowed up.
Yeah.
But
it happens to probably all of us.
It happens to everyone. But I feel like that happened in a really crucial moment. So that happened in the 58th minute. I think we started really hitting hard. We started going and going. And I feel like if that didn't happen, it might have been a whole different game. Yeah. I think we did lose not a little. I think we lost a lot of momentum when that happened because we went, oh, crap. Yeah, like
and it really drags you down.
The job just became so much harder.
Yes.
And it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
And you're right. Like, that first half, we looked tired. We looked second to the ball at every single moment. We played almost exactly the same way we played against Wynnum Wolves.
Yeah.
And we said after the Wolves game that they gave the league a blueprint on how to beat us.
Yeah.
And, I'm not saying Brisbane City copied Wolves' playbook. No. They probably have their own playbook. But if we can't beat a 4-4-2 with a long ball, we're in trouble.
Yeah, for sure.
We're not going very far if we can't figure out how to nullify that, because that's 2 matches in a row now
with a 4-4-2.
With a 4-4-2 and a long ball approach that we've conceded 3 goals in.
Yeah.
So, it's...
But as you said, it is what it is. I thought, as I said, the boys did themselves. They played well. I'd like to have had a chance to chat with the gaffer, but obviously another thing that he finds.
Yeah, and we're not gonna hold that against him.
God, no. He's got a job to do, and he's got to sum up the game and tell the boys how he feels and what went wrong and what went right. That's his job.
Yeah, pick them up on for the next one.
Yeah, so hopefully we catch up this weekend and have a bit of a chat with him and see how things are. But yeah, I thought I walked away, disappointed, only because I disliked Brisbane City so much.
I got home last night, and I tried really hard to think of a game that we played worse in recent history, and I struggled to capture that. But also kind of sat there, I went, man, at the moment, I'm actually kind of okay with Moreton City and Lions and Penn. Like, I just hate Brisbane City right now.
I don't like it. There's something that in every competition, in every
you have that rival.
There is that team you despise.
Yeah.
And for us, it's City.
It happens to be City. No offense, guys, but full offense. I think player of the match one's going to be obvious. At least in my opinion, it's pretty obvious. Yeah. I think Choco Hunter was just stranded at every particular. He had zero help.
I thought Choco played really well.
But the moments he had, the moments where he was able to get it, he put off some fantastic saves, and I think it would have been a lot worse had he not been in there. Yeah. Or had a worse game as well. Again, but there were moments where I just don't think he was helped.
Yeah, no, I thought Choco
he was sort of left alone a lot. Again, that long ball breaking the line, he was one-on-one, and he pulled off some of those.
Yeah.
So
and he was strong. He was out there. He was fierce.
And for a second choice keeper,
I
thought someone who doesn't play all that often.
I thought he played well.
I thought he played absolutely fantastic.
Really proud of him that night. Really proud.
Yeah, so that's the result. It is what it is.
It is what it is. We move on. We've got bigger fish to fry this weekend.
Yep. We're out of the Kappa Pro Series. So. But while we're talking about cup competitions, just before we move on to the second half, the Queensland Cup has been announced and drawn up until round 6, I think.
Yep.
The first game has been scheduled, and our first game is against Sanford Rangers at home on Wednesday, the 1st of April, April Fool's Day. I think it's a 7:30 kickoff from memory. I don't actually have it down in my notes at the moment. I only checked it just before we started recording.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 1st of April, make sure you get down there for that. Kickstart our Queensland Cup run. Hopefully we can make the Australia Cup again.
Yeah.
And
that's the goal.
That's the goal. That should be our goal every single year.
And I believe with this squad we can.
I reckon we can.
Yeah.
And, we've had some, again, one step forward, one step back. But I think we can only get better. We're a young squad, which means, we're inexperienced here and there. We might not necessarily have the composure here and there. But it means we can only go forward. It means we can only go up.
Yeah, exactly right.
We can see the potential of those players.
There's a lot of great players in this squad. And a lot of, I was going to say older players, but players who've played the game for a long time.
Yeah.
So they're mentors. They can teach these young lads. So it's a good balance.
It is. It is a good balance. Yeah. Like, some of the players that we've got, as you said, that have played the game for a long time. People like Louis, people like Jackson Simkin.
Exactly right.
Who have, even Cam to a degree as well.
Yeah.
I'm not calling these people out saying, you're old, but we've got some...
Fumi as well.
Fumi as well. Kenshin at least 26. Like, they have played the game really well at a high level.
Belts. So, and they're the ones that are going to teach the Kais and the Tais and
bring them forward.
So, it's great.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic.
It's a good balance.
Yeah. But with all that over, we'll move into the second half. This weekend, we are playing Gold Coast United in the NPL Round 4. That is on Sunday, the 14th of March, back at Gildan Park at 4 p.m. Beautiful time.
Yep.
United's had an interesting start to the season.
Yeah. They're a funny squad.
They are a funny squad.
They're a squad you can't really read.
Yeah, so they've won most of their games, but kind of against lower table opposition. Or at least
they haven't come across any powerhouses like Olympic, for example.
So it's hard. It's hard to get a read of, kind of like Winning Wolves. So we kind of sat there and was like, Winning Wolves are going to do anything. And then so far haven't scored less than 3 goals a game.
Yeah, at the top of the table.
And at the top of the table.
But in saying that, wasn't there a period a couple of seasons ago where Winning Wolves were also top of the table?
Yeah, Winning Wolves were incredible and no one really knew how.
I think it was not, obviously not our season. I think it was the season before.
I think it was the season before, yeah.
And they just fell from grace.
Yeah, they didn't even make finals. They just,
So...
look, it's football. Anything can happen.
Oh, for sure. But we can always cross our fingers.
Yeah, exactly right. But yeah, so Gold Coast United have had a lot of their old guard return.
Yeah.
From the scandal that happened last year. Well, the scandal that didn't happen last year.
That was very strong rumoured.
Very strong rumoured. Very unfortunate.
It was very sad for the club.
Because it kind of just derailed their season for no real reason.
The squad.
It only affected the players and the fans. It had nothing to do with them. None of them were involved in the betting scandal, as far as I'm aware. It was legitimately a betting group, a Chinese betting group, wanted to come in and buy them, and that set off red flags.
But I think it was actually one of the players who alerted the club that they were. I think they had a conversation with him.
I believe so. I believe that's how the story goes. And they went, hang on, time out.
I'm going to go talk to someone.
Yeah.
And that's how it all exploded out.
If that's true, whoever you are, I fully commend you.
Yeah.
That's absolutely fantastic to have integrity out of the game. Like,
the pride of the players for what they wanted to achieve for the club, I thought was brilliant.
Yeah, fantastic. But a lot of them have returned. Obviously, people like Chris Lucas, Saladori, the keeper, Oscar Dillon, even Riley Thompson-King, who wasn't, of course, part of the Gold Coast United squad last year, but has returned to Gold Coast United. So it would be good to see some of those players again.
It's nice to catch up with Riley again.
Yeah, exactly. And, sort of tip our hats to them and say thank you for everything they did last season.
Sure. And they've done some great work last year.
They did. But yeah, going back to Gold Coast United's results. So again, a 2-1 over Brisbane Roar B in their most recent game. 4-3 against Rochedale Rovers, which I'm still not sure about the fourth goal, whether it was offside or not. A 3-1 loss to Magic.
Yeah, which surprised me.
Magic has since lost every game by a large amount, and their coach has been sacked.
Wow.
Already, yeah. Round 3, their coach has been sacked.
Gee, that's tough.
That is tough, especially for a recently promoted team.
Wow. He must be a Tottenham manager.
Yeah, right. Then before that, in the Cap Pro Series, losing 2-1 to Brisbane Roar B and beating North Star 4-1. So again, they've won most of their most recent games,
but not against
teams that you would
played
see.
the East, the Cities, the Mortons. the Olympics, the Gold Coast Knights.
Yeah, they haven't played that upper echelon.
To me, they are your 5 powerhouse squads in the NPL. So they're ready to face one of those this weekend.
Exactly.
So we'll see how they go.
Exactly. And, it can't be... we've come across it. They're currently playing every game away from home. For at least the first half of the season. We've had that.
Yeah, we have.
It's demoralizing.
It is. You just want to be home.
Yeah. Especially if you've got traveling fans. I'm not too sure what their traveling fan base looks like, but I know they did have a number of fans at the Magic United game, for instance, being the Gold Coast Derby.
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah.
But especially as fans who are making that trip up and down the coast,
it'd drive you nuts.
It's insane. But sorry. They've got the second half of the season to look at when suddenly they host 11 games in a row at home.
Yeah. It's like home advantage there, but
tell me about it. It'll be an interesting game because looking at our current record, we're due for a good one. We've had a good game, then a bad game, so we're good. We're up for a good one again.
I think we're on the precipice of really punishing someone.
Yeah, I think so. Like one day, it's all going to click.
Yeah.
And someone's going to be in the way.
Yeah, and I can see it. I mean, we're making the room for the goals. We're taking shots at goals. The play through the middle is beautiful. The midfield is starting to settle down. So we're just on the brink of going, we're going to hurt someone.
Yeah.
You can see it building.
Yeah, and very, very similar to the NPL women's who have slowly got it together. And I think we use the analogy of a Rubik's Cube. Yeah. Like we're just waiting for it to sort of click together.
All the pieces will go click and bang.
And all the colors are all lined up and we're fine. Yeah. And we're just absolutely flowing.
I think we're almost there.
Yeah. Yeah. But because you're right. Like the formation, in my opinion, is a good formation.
It is a good formation.
It's really well for a lot of the players. A lot of the players seem to be playing their natural game. Yeah. I think the biggest benefit of that is Cameron Annis-Wade.
Oh, you must have read my mind. I was just thinking about Cameron. He has just blossomed.
Because, we weren't shy about mentioning this. Last season, he didn't really seem to fit where we were trying to play him.
Exactly.
Moving him back a line, sitting in that double pivot with Bumi has just unleashed him. And he's been incredible.
Yeah. He's so happy.
Yeah, suddenly he's a different footballer. And it's absolutely fantastic to see because I do like Cameron. I do want him to stick around. From last season to this season. So I'm really happy for him. But even adding players like Kenshin, we're now playing with a number 10 behind that striker, but sometimes swaps back and forth. Kenny's fantastic in that role. The wingers and everything like that. We've got players in their natural positions.
Correct.
So it's coming.
It is coming.
We can sense it.
Yeah.
It's just against who?
Yeah, that's it. But, we've had our speed bumps along the way and tripped up. But, hey, that's football. That's life.
Yeah, exactly right.
But, I can sense it. It's happening.
Yeah. And Gold Coast United tactics, just to quickly touch on them, they seem to play a very similar style to Penn Power, actually, with that 4-4-2 diamond midfield.
Yeah.
Because I was wondering, they're going to switch to that 4-4-2 and try to play those tactics, but their starting 11 seems to have more centre midfielders than left and right mids.
Yeah.
So it might not be as natural for them to do it. So I think they will stick with that diamond 4-4-2.
Yeah.
Which means we could probably see a very similar first half against Penn Power.
Yeah.
Being able to pass in, pass out, drag those players out of position, and really punish them in the midfield. Even though we have less players in the midfield, being able to drag them around and sort of,
the minute you start dragging those players out,
start bullying them, sort of thing. Keep away.
We can run into space. When we can open those spaces, the pass all of a sudden there's a clear channel.
Yeah.
Well, the game is, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly right. And look, we might have some red and white coloured glasses on, but I do think we'll have a good game in this one.
I do too. I really do.
I think a lot of things are due to come our way.
Yeah.
This is the only way I can really say that.
Yeah.
So
it's like that, like a racehorse. You put in a few races and fourth, fifth, fifth. All of a sudden it come out
first,
five legs first.
Yeah.
That's us.
Yeah. We're trying to get there.
Yeah.
And it's composure, it's experience, it's getting those players to just click.
Yeah. And the more we gel, the more we play, the better we are going to be.
Yeah.
As you said, we can see it. We can see it.
And I think a lot of those players will probably be sitting at home thinking about their own performances in recent games. Like not to single players out, but like Kai's had a couple of great chances, Ty's had a couple of great chances, and just haven't quite finished them off. Everyone has. I'm not trying to single those two particular players out. But, I'm sure they'll be sitting at home going, okay, what could I have done better next time? What could I have done? Where could I have been better here?
Yeah. But as the coaching staff have also said too, the boys now take accountability.
Yeah.
And once you start taking accountability, you start taking reflection.
Yeah. You start thinking about your own game and how you could have been better to help the team.
You think back at the game and go, shit, I shouldn't have made that pass.
Yeah.
Okay, next time I should have turned this way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next time I won't hesitate. I'll just drive it.
Yeah.
You know? Because a driving ball can go anywhere.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. 100%.
So, it's good that the players do take that accountability. I think it makes them better players, stronger players, physically and mentally.
Yeah.
We're in for a good season, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. So just to wrap that up and remind you, that is the NPL Men's Round 4 match against Gold Coast United on the Sunday, the 14th of March at 4 p.m. We don't have a fan base. Actually, we do have a fan base question, but we're not going to talk about it tonight because this has probably run long already.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it in the next game or the next podcast.
Question that's very, very deep in regards to the NPL in various states compared to our own.
Yeah, so
I think it's almost a podcast on its own.
Possibly, yeah. So we'll see what we can do with that. Hopefully, we might be able to squeeze into the next one. But
thank you for putting that question forward. It's a very, very good question.
Yeah, thank you very much. We didn't ignore you. We do want to talk about it, but we'll talk about it when we have a little bit more time to talk about it.
This one, yeah.
And I think next week will be the competition for the shirts.
I think so,
because that'll be the round 5.
Yes.
So keep an eye out for that one as well. But not this week. Doesn't stop you from commenting, doesn't stop you from giving us your opinion as well or asking us questions as well. Feel free to join in. This isn't just us two. Feel free to join into the
club's podcast.
Yep.
Let's make it a club's podcast true and true.
Yeah, exactly right. Feel free to join the Ultras.
Yeah.
All right. Well, until then,
have a great week.
Go Olympic.